September is suspension month at 4WP, and they're hooking you up with the hottest deals on your favorite products. I got my suspension done at 4WP, not only because it looks killer, but to clear my 35-inch tires and get that nice highway ride. Save up to $500 on select lift and level kits all month long. Already got a lift kit? Bring your vehicle into 4WP for a service, alignment, and inspection to make sure your kit is on point. I got my lift done at 4WP, and September is your month to do the same.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the 2019 very first Baja 400. We're here on Fishgistics today. Big thanks to KMC Wheels. They are bringing you guys this coverage today. Also, 4-wheel parts, F&L fuel. We got all kinds of good people on board today for this coverage. This is the first race that Score has done that's been called the Baja 400. Starts and finishes in Ensenada, as you guys know. If you've been watching the other live feed, we have cars going off the line. They started at 10 o'clock this morning. Was the first car off the line. It looks like we're getting down into the buggy classes now. The Class 1 cars have gone off the line. The spec trucks, I think, have gone off the line. And we've already had some drama, as you guys might have seen. Right at the start, the very first car, Brett Serapis, went off the line, and then a Mexican police cop, decided he wanted to step out in front of all the cars with some kind of sign that said he wanted something, and he was protesting, so they stopped the race after the very first car went off the line. They had about a 10-minute delay, and then they got it going again. So if you guys are wondering why the 88 has such a big gap already, it's because the cop came out there and protested them. So it's kind of weird. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see. A couple of you guys said no sound. A couple of you guys said sound is good. So hopefully the sound is good. Let's bring up the map here and see. So as you can see, let's go try and find the 88 here and show you guys that there's a pretty big gap on the 88 there. Back to the 97. So BJ actually he's actually kind of stoked on that he got clean air from that gap that was going on there. So it helps the 97 that the race was stopped, because your time doesn't start until you leave the line. So, the 97 of BJ Baldwin, he was basically was the first one off the line, really, because he's such a big gap in front of him now. So we'll see if that comes into play later. It's also good for the Serapis boys, who were the first off the line, because that means everybody else is going to be that much farther behind them. So if they end up getting a flat tire, they have any little bit of downtime, no one's going to pass them, because they have a 10-minute gap basically until the next car's coming. So huge advantage for the 88, big advantage for BJ, and we'll see what happens later in the race. So as you can see, everybody's pretty stacked up still. We only have, it looks like the spec trucks, is the two numbers here. They're still going off the line right now, so that's good. And if we go down, we'll check on the bikes. So the bikes started this morning. There's a big gap to the bikes, obviously, on purpose. Bikes started early. The 1X was leading all day pretty much, and it looks like their tracker hasn't updated for 19 minutes. So keep that in mind when you guys are looking at the tracker today. Always look and see what it says when it was last updated. So it shows they're in 4th place right now, but it hasn't updated for 19 minutes. So chances are their tracker is just not working right now, and they're still in front. They were right in front of the 66 last time their tracker was working, so I would guess they're still probably right around here. As far as we know. So they're at mile 219, 220. So they're a little bit more than halfway through the race. The bikes are right now. They're making their way across the crossover there behind Mike's, kind of cutting over to the beach side, and then they're going to come down and then head up the beach. So that's what's going on with the bikes. And then the quads, let's see if we can find the first quad. It's probably right here, 21A, 100A. That's maybe right there between the 21A and the 100A. Those are going to be your first two quads. Anything with the A after it is going to be your quad. The X is going to be your bike. So then if you guys are on the tracker here, you guys know how to use it. We have everyone showing right now, but you can narrow this down if you just go by vehicles by class over here. You can just select a specific class that you want to watch. Once we start looking at more people get off the line later, we'll narrow it down, or otherwise this whole map will just be filled with all yellow and you won't be able to see anybody anywhere. But right now we still only have the trophy trucks off the line. One of the other things we're going to be doing today, thanks to Monster Energy, we are going to be checking in on the Monster athletes every hour. So right now the only Monster athletes that are off the line are BJ, who we said had a huge advantage here with the 97. getting clean air. See, his tracker hasn't updated for 6 minutes either, so it's showing he's back here. But really, when his updates again, he's going to jump back up in front. So BJ Baldwin, monster athlete there. The Cameron Steele, number 16. He's probably right here behind Robbie, somewhere here back with the 14. There's too many cars all close together right now. But we'll be keeping an eye on him, on Cameron Steele. Also, the Herps. One of the Herps cars actually caught on fire earlier. We believe it was the 19, because the 19 is showing, the 19 is showing at 0 miles an hour back here at mile 4. So the 19 of Tim Herps caught on fire earlier today. Everybody seemed to be okay. They got the fire out, but it's not exactly moving again. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get it fixed or if the fire might have taken them out for good today. We'll see. But the 54, the other entry that we will be keeping an eye on today, is somewhere buried in the pack up here. So we'll keep an eye on them. Then also in the UTV class, we have some monster guys. We got Burnett, Lampert, Rodrigo, and Pudia. All those guys. Elias Hanna in the spec truck. We'll be keeping an eye on him. And that's what we'll do throughout the day. We'll keep an eye on those guys. As always, if you guys want to see any cars, let me know over here. I'm watching the chat. If you guys need an update on anybody once we get going, let me know, and we'll try to figure it out for you guys. What are you guys saying so far? Sounds good? All right. Sound is good. All right, good. Yep, we're going to have some call-ins later, too, hopefully. We're going to try and check in with Brian Busby, the FNL guys, the FNL team. Mason Collins racing the one car today. We will try and call Brian before he gets in the car. He's getting in halfway through, and we'll get an update from him. Also, Christian Serapis, we might be able to give him a call before he gets in the 88. His brother Brett started off in that. So that's Brett in there right now, and then Christian's going to get in halfway. And there you go. He's on here right now. What's up, Christian? Did you make it down to your spot yet? All right, so that's what we're doing today. We'll keep you guys updated. We'll be live every hour at the top of the hour, so our next update will be at noon. And let's see, Christian says he's stuck in Santo Tomas traffic. Well, hopefully you got some time to get over there, Christian. He's only at mile 49 right now, so you should be all right. So get over there. And it's still a pretty good gap. See, here you go. BJ just updated again. So you guys can see there's a good he's at 49 and he's at 42. So you got about a 7-mile gap. It was almost 10 minutes, so about a 7-mile gap between them right now. So that's what we'll keep an eye on today. Yes, people are saying Robbie and Bryce. Looks like Bryce is still in front of Robbie, but he hasn't updated for 2 minutes, so he might be pretty close to him there. They did start one right after each other. Bryce started right in front of Robbie, so we'll see what's going on there. Or did Robbie start in front of Bryce? Let's see. The other thing we have is the entry list. So this is always a good thing to keep an eye on. So if you haven't seen the entry list, that's it right there. As we said, the 88 was first off, and then Bryce started behind Robbie, so it looks like Bryce already got in front of Robbie, so that might be the first pass between those two. I wouldn't think that Robbie's going to be able to pass the 7 unless they have an issue, because the 7 is an all-wheel drive, so that'll be fun to watch today too, see if the all-wheel drives win or if a two-wheel drive can take it. All right guys, well, we'll be back at 12 o'clock. It looks like Score is still live. They have some drone footage. I'm watching it right now. So in between our updates, I would go over to Score's site or Score's Facebook, wherever you guys want, and check that out. And then we'll be back at noon with the next update. All right. Thanks once again to KMC Wheels, 4-Wheel Parts, FNL Fuels, Monster Energy, all of our great sponsors today, Rigid Lights. We'll be keeping you guys updated all day. Stay tuned.